Hello, parents and guardians. This is Mr. Eisner. I wanted to put together a short back to school night slideshow for those of you who are unable to make it. So here we go. Quickly about me, this is my 22nd year teaching and my 19th at uni. I've got a bachelor's degree from UC Santa Cruz and a master's from UCLA, along with my credential. I'm national board certified. And fun fact, my dad graduated from uni way back in 1959. I do have a class YouTube channel that I use on occasion. So sometimes you can find important new videos related to the class topics on there. That's more for students, but thought I'd put that in there just so you knew. If your child is in 10th grade, this is the overview of what we'll be doing this year. I'm not going to read through every text. You can pause the video and take a quick look. Some of these things may be subject to change, but they're more or less what we'll be studying throughout the course of the year. And same thing for 11th grade. If you'd like to take a moment to pause the video to view the course outline. You can also find really important information on Schoology in the Course Essentials folder of your child's course. If you click on Course Essentials and then go to Syllabus, you'll see information that pertains specifically to the class. And finally, if your child's in AP language, this is a little bit about what we'll be doing in that class. In regards to materials, of course, we are using computers pretty much every single day. So it is expected that your child is keeping their computer charged. Ideally, they're charging their computer overnight. And then when they wake up to go to school, they grab their computer and it is fully charged for the day. We do have chargers in the classroom. And yeah, they can use those as well. So majority of the assignments that we will be doing are going to be submitted on Schoology by way of a Google Doc, quizzes and tests included. And if you look on Schoology and you're looking at your child's progress, you may see that they have an F on an assignment. That does not necessarily mean that they didn't do well in the assignment. Actually, most likely in my class, if they have an F, like a half credit, grade or 50% on an assignment, that means they didn't attempt the assignment or they didn't submit their work. In this class, for students to get a C is really not that complicated. If the student is consistent with submitting their assignments and trying their best, they should really have no problem at least scraping by with a C. Here we go. In terms of grading, it's a typical grading scale besides for the D. My grading scale, because I give half credit, which makes it very easy to pass the class with a D, I have a little bit higher expectation for students. So at the grade, in order to get a D in this class, they have to have a 65 to a 69.9%. So it narrows the window and it raises expectations. And it's important to remember that in order to graduate high school, they must have a D in that, or get credit for the course, they must have a D. In order to get into college, they must have a C. So I'm expecting that all my students by the end of the semester are prepared for college, and I'd like to see them pushing themselves to be the best they can be. In terms of rules, as you may or may not know, cell phones are a real big issue. Kids coming in with their earbuds in and on Instagram or TikTok in the middle of class. I have very clear and strict rules about cell phones. Obviously, the school rules are that there are no cell phones in the class. If there is an occasion where it's an emergency or we're playing a Kahoot and I allow them to use it, that is fine. But as a general rule, students should never have earbuds in their ear, headphones on their head, or a cell phone on their desk, and they definitely shouldn't be looking at it. And they definitely shouldn't be looking at Instagram or TikTok. It's very distracting when students are doing that, and it obviously harms their own education. I am here to support your child as their teacher. I hold them to high expectations. And I'm always here if they have questions. They are always welcome to ask questions during class, which is, of course, the best time. They're also welcome to email me if they have a specific question about an assignment. I don't always check my email late at night, but it wouldn't hurt. Especially if your child is absent, they should definitely email me so that way I'm informed of what's going on and I can give them updates so they can keep up to date with whatever assignments are going to be due. As a parent, there's a lot of things you can do. You can definitely keep up to date on their progress by creating a parent portal account on Schoology. You'll be able to regularly check your child's grades. You'll be able to see if I make comments. I like making comments, whether that's feedback on writing assignments or whether it's behavior comments. If a student is on their phone and I've had to remind them numerous times or confiscate their phone, I'll write that down so that way they can see that I'm aware of the behavior and that they know how to correct that behavior if they're looking to make improvements. So definitely regularly check Schoology, whether you have a parent portal account or not. You can always ask your child to show you their Schoology account. Definitely asking your child how their school is going, how their work is going. Do you have homework? Can I see your homework? Can you show me what's going on in the class? Showing interest makes students feel much more accountable. And then if you have any specific issues, you're always welcome to email me at eme0224@lausd.net. And I put Mr. Reyes, he's the tech coordinator, I put his email here as well if you need help with any tech-related problems. So definitely read the course syllabus that's posted, as I said, in Schoology. And at the bottom of that syllabus, you'll see there's a link for the parent questionnaire. I'd really appreciate it if you could spend some time filling that questionnaire out so that way I can get to know you a little bit better and get to know your child as a learner really much better. In regards to classroom donations, we are always looking for donations. Like, for example, right now, there is no Kleenex in our classroom. I would love it if parents, and I love it when parents, donate to our classroom and show support in that regard. So things like Kleenex, things like all-purpose cleaner. I really like Ms. Myers. It's non-toxic. Wiping down tables, especially with COVID and things like that and a lot of germies going around. It's always nice to keep the classroom clean. Paper towels, obviously, and Post-its. Kids love using sticky notes when they are writing in their books, so Post-its are always nice to hand out. Index cards and Clorox wipes and Band-Aids. Oh my gosh, kids are always asking for Band-Aids, and I'm always out of Band-Aids, so that's a great donation item as well. And then whiteboard markers. I prefer black or dark blue. Okay, that's the presentation for Back to School Night. Hope you found this helpful and informative, and I hope to hear from you / meet you sometime in the near future. Thanks for watching, and of course, email me with any questions.